Hello, everybody. Welcome on back. I'm Ori. More Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. It's been like 2 weeks since I probably played this game. It's been a long time. I haven't played this game since before vacation, and then I haven't played it since I've gotten back. What we're gonna do today, though, is we're gonna obviously do the 10 stage dive. We're gonna run the engineer, and we're gonna run a tinkerer, and we're gonna do like a frozen warthog build. So we're gonna run the warthog as sort of our main weapon, but then I have an attachment or a piece of gear over here that's gonna let me equip cold weapons. So we're gonna try to run 3 cold weapons and then the warthog, and we'll just freeze everything and then just blast everything that's frozen with our warthog. Hopefully we can get a plasma warthog, but that's not gonna be incredibly crucial. I would like to see it, otherwise we'll probably just keep it kinetic, but that's going to be the gist of this run. They did announce in their Discord not too long ago that they kind of have some content coming soon. They didn't really, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really even say content. They have an update coming soon, where they're going to do some quality of life updates, some balance changes, and then they sort of kind of hint at okay, we'll do the cryo. I don't really care what frozen ones we get. I would like to see the cryo cannon, but if we can get the cryo grenade and the cryo cannon, that would, I guess, probably be the 2 best ones to get. But anyways, they mentioned that they're going to do quality of life updates, and then they kind of put in this little comment there that they're doing a sneaky thing for late game players. I don't know what that means. I'm not really anticipating too much yet, you know. Like, I think if they were going to put in a hazard 6, I think they would probably announce that. I can't imagine that just being like a little sneaky surprise, but I'm curious to see what that means for late game players, because that obviously is like, that's like speaking to me. Like, we could probably do the Pierce, or we could just do the XP scanner. We'll go with the scanner. So I'm curious to see what that means. We'll do double XP gains right there. But they talked about like the future of the game a little bit too, and unfortunately there wasn't really any like concrete stuff that they're gonna be doing. They talked about how endless mode is still coming, so you know, that's not a surprise. We can still expect endless mode, but we don't know when. They're not gonna put out a roadmap for the game, which is a huge bummer, because they said like they iterate, like things change all the time, and you know, okay, fine, like I guess that's true, but I would rather have, like, I would like to have some idea of what they're planning, like what the foreseeable future looks like with this game. And then they also mentioned that they're going to be doing paid DLC for this game, which will be substantial content updates. So kind of like a whole lot of mystery. I'm totally fine with paid DLC. Like, if they justify the cost for it, you know, like this game only costs, I think, like $10 or $15, so this game itself is really cheap. I have absolutely no problem buying a DLC to like support the game and all that extra kind of stuff. I actually wish they had more DLC. Like, I wish they had more paid DLC in this game, because I would love to like be able to get more stuff, whether it's more skins or whatever, I don't know. But anyways, that's like the future of this game. It's, again, no timelines for anything, which is like a huge bummer, because I was really hoping like, well, when are we gonna see something? Like, months? Are we like 5 months away, 6 months away? Like, is something gonna release like in January? You know, there's a lot of room here for interpretation. Okay, so we're probably gonna spend a lot of money. Oh, cryo cannon, let's go. Okay, I think we're okay with like mainly these ones. I still will try for the cryo grenade. But if we just end up with these ones, I think that's probably fine. Ooh, wow, extra beam right off the get. That's amazing. Yeah, they put that announcement out there, so I'm curious to see. Like, I hope they give me well, not just me, but I hope they give us some advance notice if they're going to be adding a hazard level 6 or when endless. I'm imagining we're going to know when endless mode comes out. Like, that's going to be a huge thing. But I still need to grind out the quests. You know, that's something I haven't done yet, and so I've been kind of waiting for, like, well, when are they finally going to release hazard level 6? When is endless mode going to come out? And then I'll just sort of grind out the majority of the quests on, like, the lowest difficulty I can just to get them done with. That way I can start getting, like, the higher level gear. So, because for right now, I haven't needed it, because these dives are no challenge at the moment, which is kind of a bummer. I want to see more challenge in these 5 and 10 stage dives, not necessarily just the lethal operations or whatever. I think like some sort of like difficulty modifiers would actually help a lot with this too. Kind of like how some games do. A good example is like Death Must Die. They do like, you know, like darkness levels, you know, so you can increase enemy health, enemy damage, and then you get more resources, higher level gear, whatever. Like, I think they could do that with this game now, especially since they have gear. You know, you could keep hazard 5, but then you could add these modifiers like, okay, we increase the enemy health by 100%. Increase their damage by 100%, but now you have a 30% extra chance of getting like legendaries. You know, I think that would be a good idea here too, to sort of let us modify the difficulties for these games. Okay, we'll just do the straight up extra drone. Clearly not in a rush here anymore because we're not going to get any loot, so I'm just going to kind of farm XP for a little bit. Let's do fire rate. Like, we'll wait till we get to 25 and then we'll try to get out of here. That way I can try to see about getting that cryo cannon or cryo grenade at this point. I think that's really the only other cold weapon here. Let's do the damage on that one. Okay, so this is 20. Cryo grenade, let's go. We got them all. I had to do a little bit of rerolls, but not really too much. We got the cryo drones like right away. And then we got the cryo grenade right away. Okay, we could do legendary cold damage. Then we had to reroll a little bit for the cryo cannon. All right, let's do the damage over there. Try to level up the spells. All right, we did get plasma, so cool. I wanted to get plasma because I want the enemies, like, the idea was the enemies would be frozen, and then, you know, we would just like bounce the plasma off of them and just. I thought that'd be kind of like a cool theme here. We'll do that pickup radius, but if we just stuck with I'm not gonna do burn. We're gonna keep this thematic and just kind of keep it frozen, and then with my warthog is like the main weapon here. I'm not gonna really build up that cold damage too much unless it's like insanely good, but this is mainly gonna be like the warthog is gonna be the carry weapon here. Stage 1 completed. Well done. Taking you to stage 2. All right, we'll buy that. Piercing, we'll buy the damage. That's all that. I'm not gonna buy that legendary damage. We'll buy the cold. I'll buy 1 HP and then that's it.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed.
Cool, so we got all the weapons we want. I got the 3 cold weapons and then I got my plasma warhog, so literally exactly what I was hoping for here. Now we just need to level up this warhog to 18. We'll get the rapid fire upgrade and then we'll be golden. Let's do reload. I'm really curious what that, like, I shouldn't expect too much from their late game update, because it literally just says like a sneaky little surprise for late game players. That's literally all it says. So I don't know what to expect from that. I feel like a Hazard 6 is too much to expect from that kind of language. And I feel if it was going to be something substantial like a difficulty modifier where you could adjust the difficulty, I feel like they would announce that and show that off too. So I think it's going to be kind of something dumb. I don't know. But what else could it be? What could they be talking about when you talk about like a surprise for late game players?
Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
That's specifically just referring to people who have like maxed everything out. So it has to be something specific to that, you know. It's not like, oh, there's gonna be a new enemy type, a new boss, because that applies to everybody, not just in-game players. That's why the first thing that goes to my mind is like a difficulty setting or something, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not. I think this update isn't too far away because, like they said, I think this is a small update with the quality of life stuff, some balance changes. I don't think there's no like new content coming with this, but I'm not gonna do that chemist kit. The potency would be fine for the cold, but nothing else really is gonna benefit from that. I'm gonna try to get this guy to 18. Let's go with potency. Then we'll do the 3. Oh, we can do TNT. God, I didn't even really think of that. Okay, so we're gonna do mini pellets. Less damage, more bullets. All right, cool, we're good. We didn't explore the map very well here. Man, here's all the gold, but where's all the nitra?
Gotta move on. It's getting worse down there.
Where is all the nitra at? Let's go. Well, I guess we'll level up the grenade a little bit more now since now this is now a mining weapon. That wasn't even played this game as long as I have, and that wasn't even in my thought process of like, I'll turn this grenade into a mining weapon. It was literally, I just want to get the cold weapons. Is there just not? It's got to be down here in this little spot. There's got to be another Nitra. How is there not? How is that it for Nitra? I did one reroll. I guess that could be it.
You have to move, miner.
That's what I needed.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to
Calling
orbit.
to me. Here, have a bullet in the foot. Attack!
That's fine. We could do that. Let's do the extra beam again.
My favorite type of walk. Alien, go!
Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Well, 52. Okay, we'll do this one. The crit damage, potency. That's a no. Fine.
Let's shake it up.
God, I'm gonna mark this range. Let's do the damage, potency. Drones will patrol your personal space. That's a no. Drones explode. Let's just re-roll this or salvage it. Damage.
Done it.
I'm not gonna spend all the gold on that cold damage because I don't think these cold weapons are gonna do much damage anyways. Even if I do upgrade stuff, it feels like a waste.
Next.
I would rather just spend my money on like the potency type of stuff and range, less about damage, although I do want to power this guy up a little bit. So I want to get that cryo grenade to 18 now to get that extra explosion radius and the mini grenades and stuff.
I actually think we're gonna make it.
Ooh, extra drone. We're getting pretty good upgrades here. We already got an extra beam and an extra drone.
Got the hoarder.
All right, we'll do the Nitra.
Dude.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
I'll probably try to get, you know, at least 1 or 2 more scanners here. Just because we do have TNT, but this isn't going to be that great of a mining build anyways, because we only have 1 grenade. We don't have any other explosive weapons. So we're not really going to get that explosion radius, explosion damage upgrade that we normally get. So it's not going to be that great anyways. And we don't have any other throwables, so we're not going to get like all that throwable reload.
Dial it in.
But I still would like another scanner. Preferably gold.
You're ugly.
Resupply in.
See that
Big
coming,
swarm
sucker?
detected. Lock up and get ready.
This item's pretty good though, so I'll just take that.
Yesterday. I'm not scared of you.
Ooh, I love it when that legendary pops up. Looks so good. Okay, and then I see the magnet, but we'll try to get that one last.
Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it. Tough choice.
Okay, we will try to see if we can get the legendary here. I don't know if we'll have damage for it yet. We might. It'll be close. I really only have like one weapon here for like damage output, so good enough to do it though.
Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Ooh, legendary beam again. Sick.
This works. Sorry. Your own fault. I got it in the mouth. You ugly son of a bitch.
Now I need to get like that better beam upgrade on this weapon. Let's go with the fire rate.
Stage 3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
All right, we're definitely gonna get that range, XP, movement speed, the damage.
Looking for.
Okay.
Nope. Try again.
I'll buy the reload and the damage there then. Buy the lifetime. And then we'll do one reroll to see if we get any lockdown. Let's lock down these ones. I'm gonna lock down these 3.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Sorry, little one.
The fact that they announced some paid DLC for this game seems pretty cool. Going back to DLC discussion here, because that makes me interested to see what they would add that would be paid content for this type of game. Because, you know, I would imagine stuff like new weapons. Like, I don't know, like what would you put behind a paywall? Like, would you put new weapons behind paid content? New maps behind paid content?
Swarm detected. Get ready.
Or would you just put new game modes? What do you think is justified for paid content? I think it'd be fine with anything. Like if they did like a frozen tundra expansion where they added a frozen map, and then, you know, like 4 or 5 new weapons, some new artifacts and stuff, but the only way you could unlock them was with like a paid DLC. I wouldn't be against that. But again, I don't know. I mean, I play this game enough. I make content for it, so it's easy for me to say like, that's fine. That's a justifiable price for new stuff. Because, I mean, probably since I make content for this game, I obviously make money off of it. So like, as a content creator, I can make my money back pretty easily, like making a couple videos for this game. But for everyone else, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think is a justifiable cost, like, for paid DLC for this game? What would you be okay with? Like, if they announced, okay, $10, new map, 5 new weapons, 6 new artifacts, but you're not gonna get it unless you pay for it. Like, are you fine with that? Are you okay with that? I'm gonna re-roll this. There's the cold belt. The theme-wise, fine. Fine, we'll take it. I'm not happy about that, but theme-wise, fine. We'll just take that stupid cold belt. But yeah, like, are you fine with it? Are you cool paying $10? I would imagine a DLC wouldn't be more than $10. You know, for a new map. I think this game right now at 1.0 has a ton of content. So that's why I think it's like, I think it's fair. think it's fair for that price. Okay, we're gonna definitely do better beams, because I want the range. There's not a lot of options here for me to upgrade beam range, since we don't have another beam weapon to do range upgrades, and we already got 2 legendary beams, so I think we're good with the range and damage and potency. Like, I think that's the good upgrade here for this. Because that would be my guess for what a DLC would be. Like, it would be a theme, you know, like the frozen tundra. I don't know what the frozen map in this game is called, but there's no frozen map. So I'd imagine, you know, like that's something like that has got to be coming soon, a frozen map. I know there's a lot of other content from Deep Rock Galactic that they haven't pulled from. So that would be my like guess, is it would be like the frozen tundra update, $10. So I'm curious what everybody else thinks. Like, would that piss you off? It wouldn't piss me off. Even if I wasn't doing like YouTube stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're trying to get the legendaries. I could definitely use some more like damage boosts for this weapon, because this is literally my only weapon right now. I don't think the other cold weapons are doing that great. Okay, we're gonna do the 3 smaller grenades. And then let's go with the Nitra. I just want like, I just want more content for this game. I wasn't a fan, like, I know they put out the escort mission, but that doesn't feel like the normal game to me. It's just, and even then, it's still kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I get it's a new mode and stuff, but it still feels like way too similar to what we're doing now. You know, it's just, instead of killing bugs and completing missions, now you're just you're collecting oil and you're doing it on a slightly smaller map, and that's fine. But it doesn't really give me anything new to play with. You know, like, from my personal perspective, like, I want new things to play with. I want new weapons. I want new overclocks. I want new artifacts. Like, that's more of the stuff I would prefer to see. Like, a new mode is kind of cool, but it's really just, it really is just more of the same. It's just now it's an escort mission instead of fill up your meter and fight a boss. I don't know. I'm so ready for a new gun. Like, when was the last time we got a new weapon in this game? God, it's been so long. It's been so long since we got a new weapon. I would even be okay with just new overclocks.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
But either way, I'm excited. I'm glad they finally said something. I still wish they were doing a roadmap though, because I think roadmaps are important. I don't really buy into the, I don't necessarily really buy into the like things change and stuff. Like, I get things change, I don't care. And if you put out a roadmap and that roadmap changes, like, fine. I don't care. Like, I would still prefer to see a roadmap, even if it's not entirely accurate. Like, I'm sure they have a really good idea of the content that's coming. You know, like, okay, new weapons. Like, you don't have to tell us exactly what it is, but you could be like, okay, Q1 update, new weapons, new map. Boom, that's all I need to know. Like, how long should I wait for this update? And like, what are you kind of vaguely planning? And then if things change, then just let us know and update the roadmap. Like, that's it. That's it. Like, that's the sort of like, it feels like a lack of communication when you kind of just say, like, we're not going to do a roadmap, things change. That's fine, but then just change your roadmap. That's really it for me. Like, just change the roadmap then. Like, just be like, hey guys, sorry, I know we said 5 new weapons, but now we're only gonna do 3. It's like, okay, cool. That's fine. I bet you that part of me thinks they kind of put that out there because of like the endless mode stuff. Because they kind of said they were gonna do endless mode like a year ago, probably over a year ago. And it kind of hasn't come to fruition yet, and I'm sure they're probably getting nagged about it all the time, like, hey, you guys said endless mode was coming, and 1.0 is out now. 1.0 has been out for several months, and we still don't have it. Where is it? You know, that would be my guess as to why they probably don't want to do a roadmap. Definitely gonna need to start getting some damage boosts here. With only one real weapon and a bunch of cold stuff. And one weapon that only fires forward. It only like fires in one direction. Almost there. There he goes. This is the type of map where I could really use a pickled nitra. Okay, let's get out of here. Range. I'll buy that because I want to. I actually should have just bought that one. Dang it. XP gain. Reload. Pickup radius. Ooh, I'm gonna mark that damage.
Show me more.
Buy lifetime, and then we're broke. Okay, I have 2 scanners, so I'm probably not gonna go for any more. I'll still take the pickaxe if that shows up. But other than that, I think we're done with scanners. I would prefer... Again, this all depends on what shows up as our first things. I'm probably not gonna re-roll a gold scanner. So it all depends on what shows up. But if it's between like damage and stuff, I'm gonna be looking for damage stuff. Preferably a pay to win or pickled nitra. This build handles itself pretty well against, you know, the normal enemies. Bosses is where it's gonna struggle though, especially since 3 cold weapons that don't do a lot of damage and a forward-facing weapon only. Okay, I need more nitra. I can't get that yet.
You don't see these every day. Let's get them in.
There's all my nitra.
Swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Okay, let's hope for a good damage item.
Hello.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Ugly son of a.
All right, these are garbage. Reroll. See, this is where it gets where I can't pass up another gold scanner. Like, there's just no way.
Well done. You got them all.
All right, we should probably try. Where are all these bosses? They're behind me.
Boom, baby.
We're not gonna get the legendary here.
Alien. Go. Come on.
We're not gonna get the legendary, then I don't care. We'll explore the map and try to get more gold and stuff then.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again. You're
Guess
history.
what's on the menu? More bugs. And they're pissed.
You don't see these.
That was like our first luck upgrade here.
You want some more? That will teach you. Eat it. One down.
Threat level keeps rising. You have to move, miner.
Shoot to kill. Give it to me.
Oh, dang it. Oh, he like disappeared. I didn't realize I was only one level up away from my grenade getting to 18. So let's try to do that next.
Gotta move on, miner. Drop pod will head out momentarily. Stage 6 done and dusted. Taking you to stage 7.
Fire rate, damage, damage,
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
piercing, crit.
I want another go.
Of course, like, of course we're not gonna see the one upgrade for that weapon.
Now we're talking.
I'm not gonna put any more points into like any of these.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
I'm gonna put all my points into that.
You don't see these every day. What else we got?
I can't believe that. I can't believe we didn't see one upgrade for this thing the whole time.
Dibs. This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
That's hilarious.
That's work to
Saw every other weapon multiple times except that cryo grenade.
I'm really not ready for this.
Okay, now at this point, no more scanners. I think I re-roll any scanner that shows up. We're at floor 7 now. I need to... There we go.
It's calling to me.
Okay, so we'll do the explosion radius.
Watch this, bugs.
I need to get a damage item. So we'll re-roll no matter what shows up. Unless it's the pickaxe.
detected. Lock up and get ready.
I think the pickaxe, I know I've said this before, the pickaxe has a standing arrangement with no matter what I say, the pickaxe is always always the #1 pick. I'll pretty much never pass that up unless it's like floor 10 and I have no scanners. That might be the only time I don't pick a pickaxe.
The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Exemplary work. You've achieved your objectives in a record time.
I feel like I haven't seen.
Blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Alright, let's do the reload. Okay, damage. I'll reroll scanners. I won't reroll a pickaxe.
Supply on the way.
Okay, so there's that. Let's reroll. Oh, big game. Okay, see, now I'm down to like 1 reroll. Ugh, it sucks. The mocap's like okay, but just anything to give me just like a little bit more damage here.
That's all you got, just a break shit.
Only 279 damage. Jeez. See, now I have what, 1 reroll left? I don't even think we've seen good damage items this whole time, huh? Like, it's not like I passed up on them, I just don't think they showed up. I took this when that showed up. This doesn't even count. That's not a damage item.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang.
And then I just wasted spent a lot of nitra.
Got it right between the eyes. This will help me work
Stage
harder.
7 done and dusted. Taking you to stage 8.
Okay, damage, reload, damage.
These. Nope. Try again.
Okay, we can buy the HP.
What else?
We can buy the mining.
Enough of this.
Reload.
Just what I needed. More options.
Legendary cold damage. Not what not what I want, but what we get, I guess.
More options.
More cold damage. All right, let's just stick with those.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
I always get a little bit excited when I see like when we drop on like 4 or 5 loot bugs, because then I'm like, oh, is it a legendary loot bug level? Because there's like 6 loot bugs right there. But then you can quickly tell it's not.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I'm gonna kind of purposely keep my health like a little bit low, We're not gonna go crucially low, but I'll keep it like 50 to 75%,
Swarm is heading your way. Load up.
somewhere in that range.
Much better. There's a Jadis here. I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Okay, any damage, anything. Come on. I don't have a lot of rerolls left here, so we're gonna need some good RNG.
Die!
Free of one resupply for you, miner.
That's not quite what I was looking for, but with one reroll left,
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
I think that's what we take. That puts us, that gives me like, yeah, that gives me 20% crit from right now. It's something.
Dwarves don't die.
Objective completed.
I'm raring to try this out. Sorry. Your own fault for being full of goodies.
I don't think we've seen one magnet this entire level either, have we?
You ugly son of a bitch.
Quota satisfied.
All right, let's do
Moving. It won't
critical damage.
Shoot it in the face.
Damage.
Wee, not too shabby. Die a little inside every time I have to take a here. Have a bullet in the butt. See you in hell. One down. You don't see these every day.
Stage 8 complete. Diving deeper.
Critical damage, reload.
Show me more. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. What else? This is the smart pick. What else?
Dang. Damage, legendary damage is for the wrong weapons.
Show me more.
Legendary reload, that's okay.
This makes my whole life better. Nothing for me here. Let's try.
Fire
again.
rate, crit
This'll do.
chance,
That's the
reload.
one.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Let's get the job done. You have a new fuck.
Okay, so again, we're sitting on just one reroll here. So we're gonna need good RNG to get hopefully another pay to win. Pickle Nitra. Those are our top choices. Gold tip bullets is fine too, because we do have gold scanners.
Detected. Lock up and get ready.
Let's show them some pain. Die, monsters! Give it to me.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Okay, fingers crossed. Pay to win, Pickle Nitra. My movement speed's okay, so we could definitely afford a Pickled Nitra here. Okay, gold tip bullets it is. That's a good choice.
Bugman, get ready. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Ready, please. Yeah, never felt better. Shoot it in the face.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Took out a loot box. Hello and good.
Yeah, this is way better damage now. Oh, we're not gonna get the legendary though. Dang, just missed it.
Complete. Stage
All right, let's go reload.
and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
All right, HP. I'm not gonna spend any gold this shop either, I don't think. I think I'll just keep it so I can keep that heavy damage multiplier we have going.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
This works. Oh, I got it.
I might just keep all my resources here.
There is a beer on the house.
Keep the crit chance, keep the damage. We'll buy that crit, and I'm just gonna get out of here.
This is the big one, miner. Find and
That way we can keep that 110% crit chance. And then 474 damage now. That's much better. And we still have a lot of gold we can earn here. Oops. And then we still have one more item to get here. So again, hopefully a pay to win or pickled nitra. That's a lot of gold.
Jade is here.
supply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
The pickup radius doesn't really do me anything anymore. Let's just do the damage.
That's a no-brainer.
Okay, I think we had one reroll still, so let's see what we get.
Oh, I got it.
We got a supply pod launch. Stand clear of the impact zone.
All right, this is our definite reroll. Dang. I guess we could go fire rate here. You know, that's only gonna help one weapon, but
Something like this. Come and get
it is what it is.
my hard thinks it can
Oh, look at that damage. That damage is pretty good right now. That's so much better. I'm not really gonna risk getting this. Oh, I tried to get hit there.
Yes, please.
Okay. Ooh, I would hate to die there. Okay, there's one down. So our damage gets up to 684 after we take those hits. That was okay. I mean, honestly, I think this build went as I expected it to. I wasn't like expecting a god to... There's no way. You can't take 3 cold weapons and get a god tier build here because the cold weapons really aren't that good. Especially if you take 3 of them. I did kind of thought the Warthog would carry us a little better, but it being a forward facing weapon only, you know, has its drawbacks for this type of build. But overall, I think it did fine. 81 million damage for this one. This one actually did way more damage than I thought it would. This one got some really good upgrades though. We got 2 legendary beam upgrades, legendary damage, range, and then we got, I think getting the better beams for that was a really good decision there too. I'm surprised to see that at 50 million though. That's a lot more than I thought. But I also think it's the product of the game too, that it was a 42-minute run. This run was like 8 to 10 minutes longer than what we normally do. You know, most of my runs I would say we complete in like 34 minutes on average. This run was much longer, so I think this weapon had a lot of time to build up damage, especially with its range and the fact that we were on the maps for so long and it hits so many enemies. So I guess not super surprising once you think it out, but these weapons right here, they didn't do anything. They did like no damage. These were borderline useless. This weapon right here was useless. You know, this provided like nothing for us. This weapon, you know, going 3 cold weapons is usually, you know, generally not a good idea. But again, thematic. This weapon, yeah, provided nothing for us. At least this weapon mined a little bit. But the freezing was all coming from this weapon with 3 beams, 3 additional beams, and then the better beam upgrade. And then, yeah, this weapon still did the most damage, about 31 million more. So there we go. That was our frozen plasma. I don't know what we want to call this build, but there we go. That's it. Oh, wait. Let's go over these items real quick. We did get 3 okay items here, or 4, I guess, items here at the end, but we didn't see the big ones we wanted. Otherwise, I think it was okay. Gold scanners, XP scanner, a coupon. This item I really love. And then, yeah, we got like the A tier damage items. We didn't get the S tier ones. So that held us back a little bit. But yeah, that's it. Okay, now we're done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.